Hey guys, my teeth are really yellow and I have nails. Also, this video is sponsored by the Sephora collection, and I'm sorry that I don't have eyebrows in the regular intro, and this clip of the intro is me with eyebrows. I do my eyebrows like super naturally, so I doubt you would have even noticed that I have eyebrows on this time. But I do. I just wanted to clarify that, and if you could not tell, I'm being very sarcastic because they're obviously a lot different. Anyways, back to the intro. Thank you, Sephora collection. Also, did I show you my nails yet? Because they look really good. Okay. I'm gonna be filming a simple everyday makeup tutorial, just kind of what I do when I wear eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using the Sephora collection I Love palettes. They're new, and I'm gonna be using the neutral ones because my everyday makeup tutorial is super neutral and like, you know, neutral. Let's get on with the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and start because why would I not at this point? First, I always do brows. We know this. So I've been using the Sephora collection retractable brow pencil. It's really good. It's like $12, I'm pretty sure. Basically, literally all I do is underline my brows. I don't like make them bigger or anything, which is a misconception. I think that's the real word. If it's not, I'm sorry, I look stupid, and if it is, and I doubted that it was a real word, I look stupid. So either way, I look stupid, but it's a misconception. I don't overline them, I just follow the natural line, and then I fill in the bottom part where it's a little more sparse. I don't really do the top much because I kind of have a lot of eyebrow hair, and then sometimes I'll outline the arch. Yeah, that's it. This shade's a little too red for my hair, but it's okay. It'll be fine, I promise. But I'll survive this humiliation. Also, I'll ruin them so quick, y'all don't even know. Every time I get acrylics, I bite them off. After I do that, I just use like a flat eyebrow brush to conceal underneath. Also, I have coffee. What? Can you read it? I finished doing my eyebrows. They are done. So are my nails. Can you tell? I get acrylics like once every 3 months and I do not know how to act. So I'm just going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer for my eyeshadow base. Before I prime my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the eyeshadow I'm gonna be using. I have all of the palettes from the new I Love collection in my hand right now. Do you see them? Because they're right here. There's 6 in total. There's 2 colorful ones and 4 neutral ones. The 4 neutral ones are right here. This is the medium cool eyeshadow palette, the light warm eyeshadow palette, which looks like this, the light cool eyeshadow palette, which is more light, and then the medium warm eyeshadow palette, which is this one. And then the last 2 are the ones that are more colorful. This is the Bright Tones eyeshadow palette, which has a really good blue, like, it's really good. And then the Jewel Tones eyeshadow palette, which is my favorite overall just because the colors are so pretty. And this, oh, I love her. The formula for these are really good, especially for the price because they're $14 each, I'm pretty sure. And they're really buildable, and they're really blendable, and they're really easy to use. Like, if you're a beginner and you need a good eyeshadow palette to just like start you off, these are really good, especially because there's a bunch of variety with the, like, each palette, like they're all really different. And they're also very compact and really good to travel with because they have a mirror. See? Hi, mirror. And then they just have like a bunch of shades. Like, this could be easily like a million looks. A million is a lot of looks. So I don't think a million, but a lot. Now that I talked about them for a bit, I'm going to start my eyeshadow. So first, I'm going to be using the light warm eyeshadow palette, which is this one. So now that I have that base down, I'm going to go ahead and use the transition shade. It's really light, but I'm just going to go ahead and set that base basically, at least in the crease because my eyelids crease really badly. I'm just placing it and patting it right now. If I take breaks, which I always do, and don't do eyeshadow for a long time, there's always dust on my brushes, and then it gets stuck on my concealer, and it's not a good time. But whose fault is that? The one talking and the one complaining. And I'm going to put this one in the same place, but a little lower. Blending that, you can just use any crease brush. Literally I'm using the same one. So everything just looks better when you have nails. I don't know how to explain it. It's a vibe. 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 What is it? It's a vibe. I hated that. Raise your hand if you hated that. Thanks for sharing. Oh my god, that just gave me flashbacks to school and I don't want to go. Last semester, I literally sat in the bathroom during lunch. It's a vibe. That is what thriving is called. When I'm at school, I thrive. I'm gonna be in cosmetology though, so that's great. Also, a while ago, somebody got on my head for having makeup artist as my like contact information thing, because it's like the thing that's most relevant to me, and calling myself an influencer just is kind of like ah. So I said makeup artist, and somebody got upset and they said, "You're not even certified makeup artist." What are you mad at? Literally what? Yeah, I thought I should share that because I thought it was actually insane. I was like, is this actually happening? Is somebody actually complaining about this? There are actual problems to be talked and complained about. Like actual problems that affect actual people, that offend people. Like there's actual things that are legitimate and actual. And that's just factual. I rhymed. Bet you would spend a dime. I quit. Actually, y'all quit because that was good. Period. There was a TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. Like that is not my vibe. It's not a vibe. TikTok is not a vibe for me. Kara showed me this TikTok of this girl and she's like, I must be a coma. Wait. I must be in a coma because what yo just said cannot be rude. And I'm so inspired by her. I'm gonna use this one with a smudger brush. I'm just going to pack that in my crease like so. This is like a smoky eye vibe if you were confused. It's honestly smarter to do the darker shade first, but I don't think before I do things, so I didn't do that. Thinking right now is not a vibe. So then I just get my crease brush and kind of blend it out, and then I just go back with my brush and pack it on again. Ah, I look like an e-girl. Oh no. What do e-girls do? Do they just like look pretty? Oh, did I just call myself pretty? That was cute. Then I'm gonna go back in with the crease shade. I just totally dipped that in that. And I'm gonna blend on top of it. Wait, I forgot to do something that was very vital to this look. I'm gonna get an angled brush and I'm gonna be using the medium warm eyeshadow palette and using the black, which is really good, BT Dubs. And I'm just gonna line my lash line to make it darker. See? Then I'm going to smudge it out with a smudge brush. I've been using the Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. So I find it easier to start at the top. I used to do the bottom and then I would like connect it from the top, but I find it easier to just start bold like that. Then I get the bottom. And the end is the hardest part. So I just kind of go like that and make it a little messy. They're two completely different shapes. What do I do? Do you see this? They're both good, but in different ways. What do I do? I don't know which one to fix. I don't know. I can't make decisions. I'm a Libra, so I can't do that. Here, I'm gonna FaceTime Marcos and ask him which one's better. Okay, which side is better? Like the eyeliner.
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You're so pretty.
Chill.
I get a sneak peek.
Ew. No more.
Show me. You're pretty.
Thank you. I look like an e-girl.
You filming?
Mm-hmm.
You don't look like an e-girl.
Yes, I do.
Like,
Look.
you're the Rachel girl.
Don't you mean baby girl?
You look like little baby mama girl.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go finish so I don't look like this anymore. Hurry. Okay, eyeliner has been relatively fixed. I'm gonna go charge my camera and I'm going to pee. I'm gonna put on the lashes and then I will be back. So I went ahead and put on mascara and lashes. I used the Urban Decay Perversion mascara and I also used the Lily Lashes in Miami. Now I'm going to do my face. Before I moisturized and put a toner on, the moisturizer I use is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. It's super gigantic. I usually hydrate and tone beforehand, and then after I do my brows and eyeshadow or whatever, I do my actual primer. Today I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover Primer for the all-around base, and then I'm also going to use the Clarins Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch. So this is like a pore filling primer. I'm pretty sure this is pretty pricey, but I have different alternatives. So I also like to use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Base as the base, and with that I typically use the Tatcha Skin Perfector, or I will use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer for the base, and then the Winky Lux Whipped Cream Primer for my T-zone and pores and stuff. I also use the Urban Decay Rebound Spray. Just any of their priming sprays I really like because I want to be super moisturized because I use the Fenty foundation. I typically spray those two sprays after I do my regular primers. I just need... Okay, and then I use my favorite foundation to ever exist, which is the Fenty one. I'm in shade 120. This is a little too pink for me, so I mix in the Laura Mercier Flawless Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I forgot to put my hair back. The Fenty foundation is really misunderstood because if you don't prep your skin correctly, it's probably not going to work for you. I feel like every time I do a makeup tutorial, I always talk about it. It's just my ride or die, if you will. I'm going to use the Tarteist Morogo palette cream contour shade and blend that. I'm just going to use the Born This Way concealer I used for my eye base. I like to use a really moisturizing concealer underneath this one because it's really dry, but I ran out of the one I typically use, so I'm just going to use this for today. I probably will be adding more concealer and nobody can stop me. Concealer is just the most important part, and if I don't have enough, I feel sad. I'm looking down so I don't crease. I use the Sephora Micro Smooth Light Powder 05. I also sometimes use the Charlotte Tilbury powder, but it's very pricey. And this is cheaper and it works pretty much the same. And I'm going to apply that where I applied the concealer. Not all over my face because that's not necessary. So after I do my pressed powder, I bake. My favorite powder to bake with is the Milk Makeup Loose Powder. The best powder I've ever used. Okay, so in that clip of me listening to Sue Me by Sabrina Carpenter, I basically just bronzed and wiped off my bake. I used the Fenty Beauty bronzer in Shady Biz, which is the best bronzer I've ever used. This one's just... And now I'm gonna do blush, which is one of my favorite parts. I use the Sephora Colorful Blush. This is Love at First Sight. And I bring it up to about here. I like a lot of blush. And then I tap off the sponge and I press that Access powder underneath my under eye to basically to just brighten it. For highlight, I use the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt in the Lightning Dust and the Fire Crystal. And then on my inner corners and on my nose, I use the Artiste Couture Cocoa Blame. I use the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray for setting spray. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line really quickly, and then I'm gonna be back and film the outro because my camera's gonna die. That was it for this video. I'm gonna take my AirPods out because I feel rude. I'm gonna link all of the products down below, or I'm gonna list them all down below. You can get everything on Sephora if you want to buy anything that I used. Oh wait, I forgot brow gel. For my brow gel, I use the Milk Makeup one. I use a clear one. And yeah, and everything's available at sephora.com or in stores. If you want to try the new Sephora collection, I love palettes. I will also put those in the link in my description. They're really, really good, especially for the price. They're not pricey at all. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you. I hope you have an amazing day. Or night. Or whatever. Thanks for watching.